Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Machine Learning Basics. I am Janki here. So, what are we going to learn today? We will be focusing on scaling and handling categorical variables. Let's start our journey. Let's start with machine learning basic steps. Some parts may be missing. We will add it when we learn it. Basically, this slide will keep on growing. Let's start. The first step is reading the data. Once we get the data set, we will read the data using pandas. We have covered this in the previous video. The second step is doing analysis of the data. Basically, we will do exploratory data analysis. We will try to understand more about the data. Third step is removing wrong data, like for example, null values, NaN values, or question mark, or any special characters which does not belong there. We will clean up the data basically. Feature scaling and handling categorical columns, we'll park it for now. We'll cover in this video, then we'll come back. Dividing the data into trained data and test data and applying the algorithm. Basically, we will divide our data into trained data and test data. Trained data is the data on which we'll be applying the algorithm, the machine learning model will learn, and then we'll evaluate it on the test data. Once we do all these things, we'll see what accuracy we have reached. That is, what is our model's accuracy. These are basic machine learning steps. Before we move to the actual topic, let's have a quick look at the machine learning methods. It's divided into two parts, supervised learning and unsupervised learning. Supervised learning is further divided into classification and regression. Now let's look at an example of supervised learning. We have a data set over here with mass, width, height and fruit column. Mass, width and height are independent variables, whereas fruit is a dependent variable, meaning based on mass, width and height, fruit is predicted. So initially we give this data to machine learning model. Machine learning model will learn it. And finally, after that, we give a data like this, mass of 120, width of 8.4 and height of 7.3. And we will ask machine learning model to predict. Yes, it will predict the fruit. This is how supervised learning works. Now let's look at unsupervised learning. Now this is a customer data set of a mall. We have columns customer ID, gender, age, annual income of the customer and the spending score. What does the spending score indicate? That the customer ID 118 has spent more in the mall compared to customer ID 192. Note that we are not predicting spending score or annual income. We merely have this data set. It's up to the machine learning model to come up with underlying patterns or structures in this data. Based on that, we will derive inferences from it. For example, let's look at this graph, which is annual income versus spending score. Now, suppose machine learning model has come up with two clusters, orange one and green one. Now, green one is customers with high annual income and high spending score, whereas orange circle is customers with less annual income and less spending score. Suppose we are launching a new product. Naturally, we will target customers with green circle because the chances of sales is more in that case. Now let's come back to supervised learning. We have learned that it is further divided into classification and regression. In the first example, fruit is a dependent variable, which is a set of categories. Hence, it's an example of classification. In the second case, price is a dependent variable, which is a kind of continuous numerical value. That's an example of regression. I hope you are clear with the concepts of supervised learning, unsupervised learning, regression, and classification. Let's move forward. What is feature scaling? Feature scaling is used to standardize the data. Let's look at an example. We have a data set over here with mass, width, height, and fruit column. Now, machine learning model may give higher weightage to mass column compared to width column because of the values in the mass column. Do we need that to happen? Obviously not. We want to give equal weightage to mass, width, and height so that fruit can be predicted. Hence, we require scaling. Now, let's look at standard scaler. Let's have some fun with max. We have a data set over here with zeros and ones. We want to apply standard scalar to it. Let's see how it works. First, we will calculate the mean. Mean is nothing but sum of the values in the row divided by number of rows, that is equal to 0.5. Now, what is variance? Variance is average of square difference from the mean. So what does variance comes out to be? It comes out to be 0.25. Now what is standard deviation? It is square root of variance, that is equal to square root of 0.25, that is equal to 0.5. So now we have mean, variance and standard deviation. Now this is the formula for the scalar. X minus mean divided by standard deviation. Now let's apply this to the data set. So for the first row, it is 0 minus mean, that is 0 minus 0.5, that is minus 0.5 divided by standard deviation, that is 0.5. That comes out to be minus 1. Let's see. Yes, minus 1. Similarly, for the last row, it is 1 minus 0.5, that is 0.5 divided by 0.5, that is equal to 1. This is how standard scalar works. Let's start a small demo for scaling. Let's start by importing the libraries. Let's do that. It's importing and it's done. Now let's read the data set. Done. Now let's see the snapshot of the data. Done. So we can see a few columns over here. We will be taking mass, width and height as independent variable, that is X, and we'll be predicting fruit underscore label, that will be our Y, that is dependent variable. Now you see fruit underscore label, it is ones and twos, that is categories. So we will be applying classification algorithm. Now my question to you is, do we require scaling for mass, width and height column? Think about it. Now let's continue with our X and Y. Let's do that. Now let's divide our data set into train and test. Done. Now let's apply our classification algorithm to our training data. Done. Now let's see the score. It is 40%, that is without scaling. That's fine. Let's continue. Now we will scale the data. Done. Now the data is scaled. Mass, width and height, if you see, previously mass, width and height was not scaled. So now let's again divide into train and test. Done. Now again apply classification algorithm. Now let's see the score. It's 86%. Now we know how to apply scaling. That's all for this demo. Let's talk about dummy variable. We have a column over here, color, which has three values, red, green and blue. Color is an independent variable. So machine learning model will not accept this as it is not a numerical value. So what do? Suppose we convert red equal to 1, green equal to 2 and blue equal to 3. Will it suffice? Think it over. No, it will not. Because in that case, machine learning model may give higher weightage to blue compared to green, which we do not want. We want equal weightage to be given to red, green and blue. So we convert it into binary values like 100, 010, 001. Apart from that, something we do is we drop one of the columns because two column is enough to predict the third column. So we remove the unnecessary column. Let's start a small demo for dummy variables. Let's start by importing the libraries. It's importing and it's done. Let's read the data set. Done. Let's see the snapshot of the data. Done. Now we will be taking mass, width, height and fruit underscore name as independent variable, and we will be predicting fruit underscore label, which will be our dependent variable. Let's do that. Done. Now let's apply get dummies to the fruit underscore name column and let's see the output. Yes, we have converted it into zeros and ones. Now let's divide it into train and test. Done. Let's apply the algorithm. Done. Now let's see the score. It's around 53%. Now we have finished the demo for dummy variables, and that comes to an end. Thanks a lot for sharing this journey with me. Happy learning.